All of you are just either working with us as brand new business partners. Some of you are just here to learn about our compensation plan. And some of you, of course, have been with us for a longer period of time. But tonight's compensation plan training will teach all of you, of course, how to actually understand the business, understand our comp plan, understand how to calculate our commissions, understand how to calculate bonuses, sponsorship commission. All of that, of course, is very important as you grow your Riman business. Keep in mind that, when you do Riman, one of the most important things is knowing your numbers, right? A lot of times when you do business and when you go out there and you share Riman, the compensation plan, and when you share about our products and share about the company, understand that a lot of people will always ask you about the numbers and, of course, about the commissions and the cash back. And that's why, you being here today is important, because trainings like this is what helps you become a student in the game. Trainings like this helps you understand on, of course, how to become a great leader. And later on, of course, it's your job to go out there and teach others, of course, on how to actually become a Riman, director and senior director, national director, by, of course, understanding our compensation plan. So once again, want to welcome everybody to the call. It's great to be here with every one of you guys. Right now we've been on
recording in progress.
But welcome to our compensation plan training. Once again, my name is Steve Hyun, National Director, and I'm going to go right into our compensation plan to help all of you understand, of course, on how to really build your business and, of course, understand our compensation plan training. One key thing about our compensation plan that, of course, that every one of you, of course, would love to experience is really maximizing the full compensation plan all the way at the highest position of national director. Yes, right now I'm a national director, but I once started just as a planner like many of you, just getting started with our company. And then I leveled up to a position called senior manager, eventually leveled up to a position called team leader. And as I was building my business through Riman, team leader and higher got me to positions such as director, and of course into higher positions as well, into senior and national director as well. So all of you that are here today, it's going to help you understand how to level up your position, how to understand how to maximize it. But keep in mind, as you build Riman from day one, your job is to move up the ladder, go to the next position of team leader, director, and higher by understanding our basic Riman compensation plan. Okay, so Riman, we actually get paid 6 different ways. The first way is through retail, and that's by the efforts of you personally selling products. Second way we get paid is what's called through open group, which you get paid up 30% in commission. Now, open group means you're getting paid off the efforts of having a team and having team make sales. You're making additional percentages and commissions off the open group commission. Union level is additional up to 5% in commissions by having, of course, introductions through your networks. 6 introductions deep, you can get paid up to 6 levels of introduction, additional up to 5%. Leadership override is when it starts from director and higher. So for those that are not understanding leadership override or not receiving it, that begins at director and higher as well. We also have, of course, revenue share, which starts at director and higher as well, which directors and higher split 1% of the company revenue share. And also lastly is leadership match, which is up to 40% in commissions based on having many leaders in your team when you are a team leader, plus having team leaders in your team. Okay, so we get 6 different ways. Understand that we actually talk about SP and BP, right? We calculate our points and our rank by SP. So every time you see a product value, you're going to see a price, you're going to see an SP, and you're also going to see a BP. SP is used for your rank advancement. As you saw, for managers, you need to be having 3,000 SP in total sale volume to become a manager, okay? To become a senior manager, you need 6,000 sales points to become a senior manager as well. Remember, sales points and business points are different. Sales points is to help you rank up. Team leader is 50,000 sales points, and business points is used to calculate commissions, which I will explain to you on, of course, on how that works as well. Now, if you look at the compensation plan, when we all get started in the Philippines, everybody starts as a planner on day one. So I register with the company, I pay my 1,100 pesos, I register to become a Riman planner with the company. And as soon as I register, my first commission tier is at 10% on the retail side. And as I go out there and sell customers or buy customers, or buy stuff for myself, I get a 10% rebate, okay? Now, that's the first tier position. I can level up and become a manager just by going out there and doing 3,000 SP, which is equivalent to either 210,000 pesos in a rolling 3 months calendar, or I can do 70,000 pesos a month for 3 months straight. Okay, so once again, I can sign up as a planner. I can either purchase 210,000 pesos to become a manager, or I can go out there and sell 70,000 pesos a month for 3 months straight. And my total sale volume adding up to 3,000 SP, that makes me a manager. So once again, you have to check the SP points. All right. Understand that sometimes some points are 30, 40, 50. Make sure at the end of the day, you're showing 3,000 SP points, which is roughly around 210,000 pesos for you to become a manager, okay? Once you hit that status, guess where you're going next? To senior manager, okay? Senior manager is now where you have completed 6,000 SP points in a rolling 3 months calendar, and 6,000 SP is equivalent to 420,000 pesos, okay? Now, some individuals will do about 140,000 a month for 3 months straight, or they'll do 420,000 pesos anytime in 3 months. We have individuals that want to start as senior manager on day one. Guess what they do? They purchase 420,000 pesos worth of products, and they become a senior manager on day one, okay? Now, of course, if you get the business kits, it could be roughly maybe around 400 to 410, depending on what you purchase, okay? But as soon as you meet these qualifications and actually go to senior manager, now you begin at 30% commission and going up to 40% as well. Next position is called team leader, which is 50,000 SP, which is either a total of 3.2 million pesos in a rolling 5 months calendar, or I can do 640,000 pesos a month in sale revenue for 5 months straight and become a team leader. Now, this is something where I have to have a team. I need at least 3 other people to become a senior manager in 3 separate legs. Meaning, if I introduce Roseman to the company and she becomes senior manager, she's my first senior manager. If I introduce and sign up Mary and she's my second senior manager, she's directly underneath me. And if Ian is my third senior manager, I sign Ian up directly underneath me. Now I have 3 senior managers in 3 separate teams, okay? Now, with 3 senior managers or more, I could complete 3.2 million pesos in total sale volume, or 50,000 SP in total point value in a rolling 5 months calendar. We have people doing this in 5 months, 4 months, 2 months. You know, it took me exactly 7 days to become a team leader. So it all depends on how fast you want to go. But the minimum requirement is 50,000 SP with 3 senior managers, which is roughly around 3.2 million pesos to do in sale volume to become a team leader. And just by helping many people become a senior manager, you automatically become a team leader. And at team leader, it gets great because now the base retail is at 40%, all the way up to 50% in retail commission, okay? Now you also have senior director now, which is our first position to earn revenue share. Percentages go up 2% more to 42 to 52, and to become a director, you have to have 600,000 SP in point value in a rolling 6 months calendar, or 38.4 million pesos in a 6 month time frame, with at least 3 team leaders in 3 separate legs. So for example, if I talk to Rose and Rose signs up and she becomes my first team leader, that's my first team leader in one team, okay? If I sign up Ian and Ian becomes my second team leader in my second team, that's a second team leader in a separate leg. Then if I sign up Mary and Mary becomes my team leader, she's now my third team and third team leader. Now I have 3 team leaders in 3 separate teams and 3 separate legs. And from there, I can build out more. I can have 4, 5, 10, 12, 20 team leaders. But as long as the total sale volume reaches 600,000 SP in a rolling 6 months calendar, which is roughly around 38.4 million pesos, or 6.4 million pesos a month for 6 months straight, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly 6.4 million a month. It's just that I'm just calculating and showing you guys 6 months divided by 38.4 is 6.4 million a month in pesos in total sale volume, right? And the easiest way to become a director is just going out there and helping many people become senior managers and team leaders. And guess what happens to you? Automatically, you become a director. The way that I became a director was just by helping many people become team leaders and senior managers, and that automatically made me a director, okay? Now, senior director is where you have at least 2 director legs, okay? And monthly sale volume, you're doing 19.3 million pesos in total sale volume monthly with you and your 2 directors combined, okay? And you need a total of 2 directors done within that time frame. And as soon as you have the 2 directors and have the sale volume, then you become a senior director, which is roughly 300,000 SP, which is 19.3 million in pesos, okay? Now, of course, the final position, of course, we have is called national director, which, of course, you need to have 4 director legs, 4 teams of directors, and you have to do 500,000 SP in point value, okay? Once you have that and you have the 500,000 SP in point value, you become a national director, okay? And of course, as a national director, your retail commission goes from 44 to 54% as a national director, okay? So the first one we get paid is the retail. This is every time you buy something for yourself or get customers, it goes from 10% all the way up to 54%, okay? As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to explain how Open Group works, which is 5% to 30%, and of course, union level. And you can see the union level goes 6 generations deep. And there's also leadership override, 2%, 3%, 4% that starts from director and higher as well. Once again, once you become a director, you get 2% extra on your total sale team and your total team, 2% extra in commissions off the business points every single month. So that's why it's 42 up to 52, okay? And as a senior director, additional 3%, national directors get additional 4%. We also have what's called revenue share, where directors get 2 points, senior directors get 7 points, and national directors get 12 points, which I'm going to explain to you how the revenue share works on the leadership side for directors and higher as well, okay? Now, talking about retail, as I mentioned, 10% to 54%. Let's start with this one first, okay? So as you guys all know, right, if you are a planner right now, you're right now at a 10% in getting retail commissions, and that is paid out weekly. So every time you get customers, every time you buy something for yourself, these commissions are paid out weekly. On top of that, if you are a manager on the call right now, your base commission is 20%, senior is 30%, team leader is 40%, and of course, director, senior, national goes to 42, 43, and 44. Now, we have something called top retailer bonus, where individuals like yourself can earn additional 5 to 10% in commissions. You guys saw earlier, when you become a manager, is 20 to 30. Senior manager, 30 to 40. Team leaders, 40 to 50, right? Why is it from 40 to 50 or 30 to 40, right? That additional 10% is based on the amount of customers you get for that month, okay? And to get additional 5%, here's how this works, okay? You need to have a minimum of 20 lifetime customers that you have got through your Riman business account, okay? And what I mean by that is 20 individuals that signed up a customer account. That doesn't mean that they bought a product, but they just registered for a free customer account through your link, okay? So if you sent me a link, I sign up as a customer, fill out my name, my email, my address, and I said signed up, that's 1 lifetime customer. I didn't buy anything yet, but if you have 20 individuals that become your customer, now you have 20 lifetime customers. Now, let's say in the month of December, you got your 20 lifetime customers done, and in this month, you did a total of 2,000 SP in personal volume, okay? In personal volume for the month, guess what happens to you? You get additional 5% commission based on that 2,000 SP that was generated, okay, off the business points, okay? Now, if you get 40 lifetime customers and you generate 4,000 SP, guess what happens to you? You're getting now 10% versus 5%, right? So this is great because you're getting additional 5 to 10% for going out there and getting extra customers and generating this extra volume as well, okay? So if you're on the call right now, make sure you're knocking out 20 to 40 right away. Doesn't mean they have to buy something. It just means that they actually registered and got 20 or 40 lifetime customers. I have, of course, many customers today, my family, my friends, my people that I knew in the past, they all signed up, got a customer. But as soon as you get 40, now you're maxing out the compensation of the top retailer bonus, okay? And as you can see, the top retailer bonus, by having 20 lifetime customers and doing the 2,000 SP as a manager, instead of just getting 20%, I get 5% extra to 25%. As a senior manager, instead of only getting 30, I get 35 now, right? And as you can see, as team leader and higher, you can see additional percentages. As a top retailer for 4,000 SP and 40 customers, you're getting paid 10% more. So now you're getting paid 30% versus 20, 40 versus 30. Obviously, 10% does make a difference. And that, of course, is paid out weekly for your retail commissions and your top retailer bonus as well, okay? Now let's move on to open group commission, where I mentioned earlier, you get additional 5 to 30% based on what other people are selling and based on people having in your team as well, okay? So for example, if you are, let's say, a manager today, right? Your base commission, you guys know that you're at 20%. Managers means that you have 3,000 SP. If I go out there, right, and if I sign up a planner and a planner's in my team, a planner obviously keeps 10% for themselves. So the difference that I make as a manager is 10% in commission, okay? So everything that manager sells, I earn 10%. If I have the same position, a manager right below me, manager before manager, I earn 5% of what the manager purchased and the 5% of whatever the manager customer purchases as well. And on my personal customers, I'm earning anywhere between 20 to 30% commission off the customer as well. Remember one thing also, managers only get paid on your personal orders, your customer orders, and your first level distributor orders, including their customers as well, okay? Managers do not get paid a sponsorship commission based on your second or third or fourth level. Yes, they get paid on unit level, but in terms of sponsorship commission, it's only down for one level as a manager, okay? And as I mentioned earlier, getting your 2,000 or 4,000 or 20 to 40 customers, you're getting the additional 5% to 10%. And also remember one thing, on personal orders, if a manager personally orders products on their personal account, the way that the rebate program works is 10% becomes cash and 10% is in Riman dollar rebate, okay? So it's 50% cash, 50% on Riman dollars. If you are a manager and you purchase something on your personal account, half is cash, half is Riman dollars. If it's purchased on a customer account, it is 100% cash as well, okay? Now let's talk about the manager sign-up commission rebate, okay? So for example, if today is my brand new first day, okay? Today's day one, okay? And I go, hey, you know what? I want to sign up as a manager, right? If I want to sign up as a manager, guess what I can do? I can purchase 3,000 SP, which is roughly 2,023 business points. And of course, in pesos, roughly around 210,000 pesos. I could purchase that on my first day as a Riman planner. And as a Riman planner becoming a manager on my first day, here's what happens to me. I get a 10% rebate, okay? And that's is split between 5% cash and 5% in Riman dollars, okay? So, and this is when you buy it in your personal planner account, okay? And here's the example. If I buy 3,000 SP or 210,000 pesos in my personal planner account, and let's say I bought the 4 starter kits, okay? Which is roughly around 200,000 pesos, or let's say I bought 2 business starter kits, 200,000 pesos. Off that 2,023 business points, 10% is converted into US dollars, which of course is converted down into pesos, which is roughly 13,576 pesos is how much I earn as a manager if I start as a manager. And 50% of that is in cash, 50% of that is in Riman dollars, okay? So once again, if I'm a brand new planner, I just get started and I buy 2 of the business kits for 3,000 SP and 2,023 business points, I get 50% back in cash, which is 6,788 pesos and 6,788 in Riman dollars. Now, let's say the individual says, I don't want Riman dollars, I don't want products, I want to get 100% in cash, okay? Here's how this works, okay? I could become a manager by purchasing 3,000 SP in my customer account, okay? So for example, I can choose individual products. Customer accounts cannot buy the starter kits, okay? That's one thing different, okay? Customers can only buy products. So let's say I individually only purchase only skincare products, and I do the 210,000 peso investment. My total SP is 3,000 SP. As a customer, of course, you get 100% in cash. Now you get 10% of the 2023 BP in dollars, which is $232. If you convert that into pesos, it's 13,576 pesos, okay? And of course, here now, you get 100% in cash. So once again, if I want a 100% cash rebate, all I have to do is purchase the 210,000 pesos or 3,000 SP in a customer account, and 100% of my rebate will be cash back, okay, which is 10%, okay, of the business points. Now, for example, let's say you want to make a little bit more money, you could actually earn additional 5% by going out there and getting 20 customers for that month, okay, 20 customers, you get additional 5% of the commission ordered. So now instead of just getting paid 13,756 pesos, you get additional 6,788 pesos for a total of 20,544 pesos as 100% cash back. So for example, if manager is the position I want to go for and the manager is the only amount I can invest in, and let's say I put in my 210,000 pesos and I add 20 customers for that month, okay, and that's the maximum I can do. Managers can get the additional 10%, managers can only get 5%. So if I add 20 customers and I have my 210,000 peso investment on my customer account, I'm going to receive 20,544 pesos in cash back, okay? Now, let's talk about manager sponsorship commission when you sign up another manager, okay? If you are a manager and you sign up another manager, you'll earn 10% of the business points in commissions, okay? So for example, let's say I'm a manager, okay? And let's say, once again, Mary is a manager, okay? She signs up a manager directly underneath me. Since she keeps 10%, I'm also gonna get 10% because I'm at 20%, right? So I get 10% of the total business points that Mary ordered, which is 2,320 business points, okay? Now 10% of that, once again, is 232 US dollars. Convert that into pesos is 13,576 pesos, okay? So if I sign up Mary as a manager and I'm a manager too, I get 13,576 pesos for signing her up, okay? Once again, if she buys 3,000, and I'm at 3,000, I also become a senior manager. If she puts in 3,000, and of course, if I have 3,000 points myself, manager signing up manager, you become a senior manager, okay? So that's the formula, of course, for manager. Of course, it's very simple to understand manager, not rocket science, okay? Let's go into senior manager now, where now, of course, senior manager, your base commission is 30%. And here, you get, of course, a percentage of, obviously, if you have a senior manager right below you. So if you're a senior manager and a senior manager right below you, every single month, when that senior manager buys products or the customer buys products, you earn additional 5%, okay? You earn 5% of a senior manager. If you have a manager right below you, if you're SM and you have a manager below you, you're at 30, manager at 20, right? So the difference between your percentage and the manager's percentage is just 10%. So you earn 10% of everything the manager does in terms of personal volume and customer volume. Third, if you have a planner right below you, so you're at 30, planner's at 10, right? So the difference between percentages of 30 minus 10 is 20%. So you earn 20% of everything the planner purchases and everything the planner has in customers, you earn 20%. Now, if you have a personal customer account, you get, of course, 30%. But if you have, of course, top retailer, that can go up to 40% by having the top retailer bonus, okay? Now, senior managers also get 5% open group commission under your first level. As I mentioned earlier, managers only get paid one level down, okay? Senior managers get paid one level plus 5% on the second, third, fourth, fifth, unlimited, as long as another senior manager doesn't pop up. So if it's just planner over planner and planner, and there's 20 planners and you're a senior manager, on the first planner, you're earning 30 minus 10, which is 20. On the second planner and down, if they're all planners, you're getting 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, unlimited, and that goes up to you. So senior manager, of course, has a better benefit than managers because you're getting this additional 5% on multiple levels below your first level as well, okay? And of course, if you are a senior manager and you decide to purchase something on your personal planner account, you'll get 50% cash back and 50% in Riman dollars. So 12.5% is cash back, 12.5% is Riman dollar rebate. But since the additional 5% open group you have as well, that also becomes cash as well. So if you personally purchase on your planner account, you will receive 17.5% cash back and 12.5% in Riman dollars, which is used for, of course, free products. But of course, if you purchase on a customer account, 100% of that will be, of course, cash back, which will be, of course, 30% as well, okay? So that's Riman, senior manager position. And of course, let's talk about the breakdown, okay? If I'm brand new today, and I, let's say, sign up as a senior manager, and I invest 420,000 pesos, and let's say I bought maybe 4 of the business starter kits, okay? The 1,500 business starter kit, I bought 4 of those, which is roughly around 400,000 pesos. I will receive 20% rebate of the business point purchase, okay? 20%, and out of that 20%, 10% is cash, 10% is Riman dollars, okay? So for example, if I purchase senior manager and I didn't put it in the customer account, that's 4,640 business points. 20% of that is 928 US dollars. Converted is 54,305 pesos. Now, once again, since I bought it in my planner account, 50% is cash, 50% is in Riman dollars. 50% cash means 27,152 pesos is cash, and 27,152 is in product credit, which I can use to, of course, buy the products, okay? Now, for example, if you're telling me, hey, Steve, I don't want Riman dollars, I want 100% cash back. Here's how this works. You could actually buy it in a customer account and say, hey, just pick your items. You cannot pick the starter kits once again, but you pick individual items you want, right? Individual items you want to purchase. You purchase it. It totals 6,000 SP total, 420,000 pesos approximately investment in a customer account. You get 20% rebate and, of course, all the business points. So once again, that comes out to 54,306 pesos. But now, instead of 50-50, it's 100% cash, okay? Once again, if I order in a customer account, senior manager, I would get 100% cash of the initial investment. Now, if you are looking to make a little 10% more, I can go out there in the same month, okay, not the next month, same month, go out there and put in total 40 customer accounts for that month, and I'll get 10% more because as a senior manager, I can get a 10% more on the top retailer side. So if I get 10% more, I get the 54,306 for 20%. 10% more is 27,000 more pesos. I get now a total of 81,458 pesos in cash back by getting 6,000 SP or 420 in a customer account and 40 customers, I get 81,000 back. So if you talk to individuals and you tell them, hey, if you sign up as a senior manager, yes, it's 420, but you do get back 81,000 pesos cash back if you put in the 40 customers. If they don't do the 40 customers and it's just in one customer account, then it's 54,000 pesos in a rebate, okay? So that's senior manager. Now, once again, here's senior manager commission, sponsors commission, and let me share with you how this works, okay? If you are a senior manager, let's say you sign up a manager, okay? You earn, the manager keeps 10%, okay? Manager keeps 10%, you're at 30, so guess how much you earn? 20% commission goes up to you of the initial 3,000 SP. So for example, senior manager here, the example I show here is this. Senior manager signing up a senior manager earns the sponsor 10% of the BP in commissions. So for example, if you are a senior manager and you sign up another senior manager, they keep their 20%, but you get 10%, okay? 10% of the 4,640 business points, which is 464 USD and 27,152 pesos. So for example, senior managers signing up a senior manager, you earn 27,000 pesos in just the sponsorship commission. I'm not even calculating uni level. Just the sponsorship commission, you earn 27,000 pesos. If you are a senior manager and you sign up a manager that puts in 210, the 3,000 SP, you earn 20% of the BP, which equals to, once again, 27,000 pesos. So as a senior manager, whether you sign up a manager or a senior manager, you're earning 27,152 pesos, which is not bad. That's pretty good. Plus, you can earn additional 5% on, of course, on the U level, which I will explain in a little bit as well, okay? And as a team leader, you guys know team leader's base commission is 40%. If I'm a team leader here, and let's say, Maxine's a senior manager here, she's at 30, I'm at 40, the difference is 10%, right? So I earn 10% of everything that Maxine purchases, sells, plus her entire distribution as a team leader, I will get paid, okay? Team leaders get paid unlimited levels. It's different from senior managers. It's different from managers. That's why team leader compensation is so much stronger than senior manager or manager, okay? Now, once again, if I'm a team leader here, and let's say I have a manager right below me, okay? I'm at 40, manager at 20. So the percentage difference between 40 minus 20 is 20%, right? So once again, if my manager, let's say is Rose, for example, is a manager, I'm a team leader, I earn 20% of everything that Rose does, plus infinite levels below her as well, okay? Now, if I'm a team leader here, and I have a planner right below me, let's say Ian's a planner, and I'm a team leader, okay? Ian's at 10%, I'm at 40. So the percentage difference is 30%. So if Ian's my planner, everything that Ian purchases and sells, I earn 30% in commission. If he has a team as well, I'm getting paid unlimited levels. If I'm a team leader and I have my own personal customers, I get paid, of course, 40% as a base. But if I do top retailer, that goes up to 50% for the month as well, okay? Also understand that team leaders, of course, has a leadership match, and that only happens when you have other team leaders in your team. So if you're a team leader here and you have another team leader here, right? Team leader, you earn 40% match pay of this team leader's monthly income, okay? Which is great because, if that team leader is earning 300,000 pesos a month, 500,000 pesos a month, or 1 million pesos a month, imagine earning 40% off the team leaders in your team. So the compensation plan, guys, is really good, and because it helps individuals that are builders, right? People that want to go out there and help people become team leaders and higher. It's a very, very aggressive compensation plan. Once again, if you buy something on your team leader account, it's 50% cash, 50% in Riman dollars, so 20% cash and 20% in Riman dollars, okay? Let me share with you a quick diagram of our sponsorship commission, okay? If you are a team leader and you sign up a senior manager, you earn 20% commission off the initial 6,000 SP, okay? So for example, if I'm a team leader, once again, I'm at 40%. Senior managers get a 20% rebate of that initial order, right? So off the 4,640 business points, I get 20% rebate of that. So $928, which is 54,663 pesos, is how much I earn on the sponsorship commission. So for example, I'm a team leader, for example, here, right? I sign up a senior manager, right? I sign up a senior manager right here. I'm the team leader. I earn 54,000 pesos per sign up. Per sign up as a senior, if I'm a team leader, every senior manager I sign up, I earn 54,663 pesos on the sponsorship commission, not even including the union level, okay? If I add the union level, it's actually even more money as well, okay? If I'm a team leader, every time I sign up a manager, right? Managers keep their 10%. I get 30% of that. 30% of 2,320 business point is 696 USD, which is 40,977 pesos. So for example, if I'm a team leader, every manager I personally sign up, I earn 40,977 pesos. Every senior manager I sign up, I earn 54,663 pesos per sign up, okay? So imagine every month as a team leader, you're signing up 3 senior managers every month, right? Imagine individuals are signing up like that in your team, and you're making a percentage of all the distribution and sales happening in your team as a team leader, right? Team leaders obviously make much, much better income than a senior manager because you get paid unlimited levels, and you make the difference in percentages as a team leader versus senior managers is only 5% as well, okay? Now, on the open group commission, which just means that there's no other team leaders below you, it's you're a team leader and there's senior managers, managers, and planners. As a team leader, once again, if you're a team leader here and a senior manager is right below you, they're at 30%, you're at 40%. So the difference in percentages is 10%. So off the senior manager, you're making 10%. Now, if the senior manager has a manager on the next level, okay, obviously the senior manager is making their 10%. 10% of that, because now 30% is covered, 10% of that goes all the way up to the team leader. If there's a planner all the way at the bottom on your 1, 2, 3rd level, obviously the manager is making the 10%. Senior managers make additional 5%, but 15% of their sales and customers all goes up to the team leader. So the beauty about team leader is every level down, okay, whether they're senior managers, planners, all the customers in your level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unlimited, whatever their rank or position is, you earn the difference as a team leader. That's why team leader open group commission is so much more powerful than just senior manager as well, okay? So it's a very, very lucrative position. Obviously, if you have a very large and wide distribution, team leader compensation is very, very aggressive and very strong as well, okay? Leadership match, as I mentioned earlier, this is for team leaders and higher, okay? So once again, once you become a team leader, and once you have your first team leader, doesn't mean they have to be your first person you signed up. First generation means it could be any level, but it's the first team leader that pops up in any level in your team, okay? So for example, this could be me, Steve here, right? I could sign up Mary. Mary could sign up Arnold, right? Arnold could sign up Anissa, right? Anissa could sign up Ian and Rose. And let's say Rose becomes a team leader, right? And Rose is on my 6th level, but she's the first team leader in that leg. That's considered my first generation team leader. So when she becomes a team leader, even though she's 6 levels down, I will earn 40% of leadership match of what Rose earns, okay, what Roseman earns. But let's say later on, Mary becomes team leader now, right? And she's above Rose. Now Mary becomes my first generation, and Rose becomes my second generation, right? But if there's other individuals higher than Mary, let's say Arnold becomes team leader. If Arnold becomes team leader, now Arnold's my first generation team leader, Mary becomes my second, and Rose becomes my third, right? So understand that's how the first and second and third generation works. Once you become a director, you're getting now 4 generations, senior 5 generations, and national, it's 6 generations. The beauty about getting paid below your third generation is this. When you start building and when your leaders start building, understand that you're going to have more and more leaders on your third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth generation. You're going to have a lot there. So having that additional 5%, 5%, 5%, it does help. But also what's very, very important is having many, many strong leaders also on your first generation as well and earning that 40%. Imagine you had 10 legs, 20 legs of strong leaders on your first generation earning 40%. And that duplicated, and now you have many on your second, many on your third, many on your fourth, earning 20, 10, 5, 5, and 5, right? So that's why you want to get to the higher positions of team leader, director, senior, national, but more importantly, you want to focus on building many, many leaders because the leadership match pays very, very well. My favorite part is leadership match and the union level as well. So let's talk about union level real quickly as well, right? We know that union level is great because it doesn't matter what position or what rank you are, you can make additional 3 to 5% commission based off the 6 introduction levels happening within that first network, okay? So for example, if you're a planner right now, you're brand new with Riman, okay? You're brand new with us, you haven't done much yet, but let's say you signed up 2 people and those 2 individuals were right underneath each other, right? And normally a planner only gets paid on your first level. You don't get paid on the second level. However, if the planner completes 1,000 SP for the month and has 10 lifetime customers, the planner will get paid 2 levels of union level and you'll get paid 5% on your level 1 and 5% on your level 2. So it gives planners, even though planners don't get paid on level 2 and on, it gives planners the opportunity to get paid on more levels than just their first level, okay? Same thing with the manager as well. Managers only get paid on 1 level, right? But however, if the manager for the month puts in 1,000 SP in total customer orders or personal orders and has 10 lifetime customers, managers will get paid 2 levels as well. If you're a senior manager on the call, better for you because now you get paid 4 levels of 5, 5, 3, and 3. All you need to do as a senior manager is just have 1,000 SP for the month in personal or customer orders combined. It could be 500 in personal orders. It could be 500 in customer orders. You have your 10 lifetime customers. Guess what happens to you? You are now getting paid 4 levels of union level. Once you become a team leader, you're getting paid now 6 levels of union level, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3. All you need to do as a team leader is 1,000 SP and 10 customer as well. Director, senior, national, as you can see all the breakdown as well. However, also, if managers and individuals want to get paid down to your 6 levels, if you do 50 customers and 5,000 SP for the month, you will get paid 6 levels of union level. So even though as a manager, normally you only get paid 2 levels, as a manager, if I put in 5,000 SP and 50 customers, I'll get paid 6 levels of union level. But of course, if you put in 5,000 SP and 50 customers, you'll automatically, of course, become a senior manager. But if you want all 6 levels, all you have to do is put in 5,000 SP and 50 customers for the month, and you get paid in 6 levels. If I'm a planner and I want to get paid 4 levels, all I have to do is put in 3,000 SP and 30 customers for the month, and I will also get paid 4 levels of union level as well. This segment is very, very powerful. Let me tell you guys something. Just by building a wide distribution and having a lot of team members and customers on your first level to 6th level, that union level distribution of income is amazing, guys. I'm telling you right now, so many people right now that are just senior managers and team leaders, directors are making great union level income every single 30 days because they have customers and partners all stacked on level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so remember, union level is a great part of the compensation plan. If you haven't done it yet, make sure this month in December, you guys are doing it so you guys can maximize this portion as well. Of course, if you have 0 team members and you're by yourself and you don't have anyone yet, yes, you don't get paid on union level because it only pays you once you have a team on your level 1, 2, and so forth as well, okay? Now, you can see the calculation here, right? As a planner, okay, when you see the 5 plus 5 equals 10, if you look at the 5 plus 5 equals 10, this is how this works, okay? If I'm a planner, okay, I did my uni level, okay? Now, if I have a planner, if I'm a planner, and let's say Sally is my planner, we're both planners. Planner above a planner makes 5%, okay? So as a sponsor, I make 5% off Sally, okay? But if I do my 1,000 SP and 10 customers, instead of only earning 5% off Sally, now I earn another 5%. So I earn 10% of everything that Sally does in terms of her customer orders and her personal orders, right? So it's nice because instead of 5%, I'm making 5% more, which is 10%. And the only reason why I got additional 5% is because I did my 1,000 SP and 10 customers. If you are a manager right now, right? If you're a manager and you have a manager right below you, manager above a manager, you only earn 5%. But if you do the uni level 1,000 SP and 10 customers, instead of only earning 5%, you earn 10%. But if you're a manager right now and you have a planner below you, you only normally earn 10% of a planner as a manager, right? But if you do uni level, instead of earning 10%, you get 5% more. So managers now can earn 15% off planners and 10% off managers. Senior managers, same thing. A senior manager above a senior manager, you only earn 5%. But if a senior manager does a unit level, you earn now 10% off the senior manager for the month sales, okay? Now, senior manager having a planner, you earn 20%, but if you do unit level, you earn 25%. So you can see how the additional 5%, 5%, 5%, 5% adds up. Because think about this, right? Imagine you're a senior manager. I signed up as a senior manager, okay? Meaning 6,000 SP, 4,640 business points, okay? You earn automatically 10% commission off my business points, right? Which is roughly around 50,000 pesos, right? But guess what? Since you did unit level, instead of only earning the 10%, the 50,000 pesos, you also earn the unit level, right? Which is additional. If I calculate 5% of 4,640, that's roughly around $232. That's additional 13,600 pesos. So if you're a senior manager here and you sign up as senior manager, yes, you're making money, but because of unit level, you make another 13,600 pesos because you earn another 5%, right? If you're a senior manager here, you sign up a manager keeps it 10%, you get 20%, right? But you now get 20 plus 5. You sign up a planner that buys 21,000 pesos, right? Not much, but they buy a couple hundred, pesos SP products. Yes, you get your 20%, but you get additional 5% because you did uni level as well. That's why uni level is very, very strong and aggressive. And when you become a senior manager, you get 4 levels. Team leader is 6 levels, and you can see it goes higher and higher on the charts all the way up to national director as well, okay? Now, I'm going to give you an example, hypothetical example of if you had a team of, let's say, 3 planners on your first level that all just did 1,000 business points each, okay? 1,000 business points each, okay? And now your first level, you had 3,000 business points in total sales for the month, right? And I'm going to do a hypothetical example. If 3 became 9, 9 became 27, 81, and on forth, how much income, in passive income, would you earn, okay? So here's the first example. If you sign up 3 planners, and all they did was have 1,000 business points each, and you earned your 5%. That will be 8,835 pesos every month just in passive income, just by having only 3 planners ordering 1,000 business points worth of products for the month, right? Now, if that 3 became 9, and everyone did 1,000 BP on that second level, and you were earning 5% again, that's 26,507 pesos. If that duplicated to 27, now there's 27,000 business points on your third level, which you earn 3% of that, which is additional 47,000 pesos. Now, if you have, let's say it went to 81 people now on your level 4. Now you're getting 81,000 BP on your 4th level. You get 3% of that, which is 143,000 pesos. As you see this grows, now after having a total of 1,092 planners, if everyone just did 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, you would have a total of 1,092,000 business point, but your monthly passive income, adding everything up, will be 1.9 million pesos, 1.94 million pesos every single month. That's how powerful uni level is. This is something where everybody should be going out there and getting your 1,000 SP and 10 customers to maximize this, right? If you haven't done it yet, you want to get it done. Because why? You want to teach others how to do this. But let's say, for example, you are 90% wrong, right? You went for uni level, 90% wrong. You only got it 10% correct. Even if you did it 10% correct, you still earn about 888 pesos on your first level, 2650 pesos on your second level, 4700 pesos on your third level, 14,000, 42, 120, and a total of 194,000 pesos, even if you did it 90% wrong. Can we all agree that doing it 90% wrong is pretty hard? But even if you did 90% wrong, you can still earn 194,000 pesos, right? But let's say some of you were overachievers. You say, hey, you know what? Instead of our team doing 1,000 business points each, let's all go out and do 2,000 business points each, right? If that was the case, your business, your culture will be from 17,671 pesos up on your first level. That doubles and doubles and doubles and doubles. Now monthly, that's 3.8 million pesos in passive income if your entire team did 2,000 BP a month in just getting customers. What if your team was so good in getting customers? What if your team was so good in getting new business partners and customers every single month? And they just did 2,000 business points for the month, or even just 1,000 business points for the month, right? You can see the power of uni level on that example as well. And for senior directors, the calculation is 4% and 4% on level 5 and 6. So the numbers are a little bit different for senior directors and higher. But you can see what the power is for uni level, and you can see how powerful it is once everyone goes out there and gets their 1,000 SP and 1,000 business points for the month as well, okay? Now, we talked about this earlier. Let me just share with you a little bit about the leadership override and the revenue share, okay? Once you become a director, the additional 2% means that off your entire group, so all your team leaders, all your senior managers, all your managers, planners, everybody in your entire group, you make additional 2%. So if you're a director and your total sale volume, let's say is $1 million SP, and you're doing about 900,000 business points, you get 2% of 900,000 business points, and that's about 18,000 US dollars, and 18,000 US dollars is roughly additional 1 million pesos you earn as a director if you're doing about $1 million a month SP with your entire group. When I was a director, I was doing about $1 million SP a month. So my business points, let's say roughly was around 900,000 business points. I got 2% extra off that 900,000 business point, which is 18,000 US. So my commission, they pay me additional 1 million pesos on top of the 40%, on top of the open group, on top of the level. I got additional 1 million pesos as a director because I earned additional 2%, right? Senior director, you get 3%. National director, 4%, okay, off your open line group. So if right now as a national director, if I do $1 million SP on my director open line and I have 900,000 business points over there, I get 900,000 times that by 4%, which is 36,000 US dollars, which is additional 2 million pesos now for getting 4% versus only just 2%. Okay, so if I'm a national director and my open line is $1 million SP, 900,000 business points, I get additional 2 million pesos for being a national director and getting the additional percentage. Okay, let's talk about revenue share. Revenue share, okay, so our revenue share is based on points. 2 points, 7 points, 12 points is what you get as a director, senior, and national director, okay? Now, let me explain to you how the point system works, okay? So, for example, okay, let's say we have the total revenue, let's say the total sales in Asia, okay? And Asia was, well, let's just calculate Philippines, for example, right? Let's say the Philippines total sales in Philippines was 100 million pesos in total sale volume, okay? Now, we take 1%. Normally, like I said, we do this for the entire Asia. But right now, since we have a very special directed program right now for just the Filipinos only, let's say in the Philippines, we did 100 million pesos in sales for the month as the whole company did, okay? Off that 100 million pesos, okay, and if I take 1% of the 100 million pesos, that's roughly 1 million pesos, okay? 1 million pesos, okay? Now, let's say we have, right now, obviously, there's only one director, right? But let's say there was 2 directors, okay? 2 directors means 2 points each, which is 4 points, okay? So what I would do is I would take 1 million pesos divided by 4 points. Each point is worth 250,000 pesos, okay? So if I'm a director and I get 2 points, I get 250,000 times 2. My revenue share is 500,000 pesos, okay? So obviously if there's only 2 directors, you're splitting way more of the revenue share. But if there was 4 directors and it was the same revenue, instead of earning 500,000 pesos extra, I only get 250,000 now because now I have to split it with other directors, okay? Now, if you're a senior director, guess what? You have 7 points, meaning off the total revenue, you're getting obviously a bigger portion of share. If you're a national, getting 12 points versus 2 points, obviously you're getting a bigger share than what a director earns versus a national director earns. So the good thing about becoming directors and senior and national director is you get a portion of the revenue share, but when you're a senior national director, of course, you're getting a bigger portion of the revenue share. Of course, you're not going to understand everything, guys, on your day one, but the whole point is to continue to come to these trainings and compensation plan trainings so you can continue to learn how to get better in this business as well. As you guys know right now, we have right now in the Philippines 3 different starter kits. We have the 1500 business kit, which is 99,000 pesos, 1500 SP and 1160 business points. We have also the 1000 advanced kit, 68,000 pesos, 1000 SP and 760 business points. And we also have the 300 basic kit for 21,000 pesos, 1000 SP and 760 business points. Okay. This is only applied for brand new planners. So if I'm a brand new planner that started in the month of December, I could purchase these. If I started in November and it's been less than 30 days, I can purchase maximum of 4 starter kits in my planner account. But once again, if you purchase these starter kits, remember one thing, 50% of your rebate will be cash and the other 50% will be in Riman dollars. However, if you want to get 100% cash back, all you have to do is buy 6,000 SP, 1,500 SP, 3,000 SP in a customer account, and you'll get 100% rebate in cash versus 50 in cash and 50 in Riman dollars, okay? And once again, we can go out there, share the starter kits. Obviously, the benefit of the starter kit is you get a bunch of free products, okay? If you order in a customer account, you do not get the free products, so it's your choice if you want cash or free products. Of course, it's your decision on what you want to do, okay? Tomorrow, we have our first Philippines Zoom orientation, okay? This is the first ever company call for orientation. Mr. Danny Bay, President of Sales, will be in the call tomorrow. National Director, Mr. Tim Her, will be in the call tomorrow. Myself, I'll be in the call tomorrow as well. Team Leader Patrick Esmundo will be in the call tomorrow. Senior Manager Maxime Misa will be in the call tomorrow as well. We're going to be doing a orientation tomorrow call for all of Philippines. So make sure you and your team members are on this call tomorrow, because understanding the orientation is really how you build a system for your business and, of course, for a global business as well, okay? So that's the information, of course, we shared in the group chat. Also, this Friday, December 5th, 11 a.m., I'm going to be doing a special team call for all XS Global on the announcements, all the team promotions. But more importantly, I'm going to be launching a very special December special promotion in the month of December, okay? It's going to be a very exciting promotion. I'm going to announce it this Friday at 11 a.m. Philippines time, okay? So once again, if you have planners and customers and partners, make sure they're on the call tomorrow on the orientation call, but also have everybody plug in to this Friday, December 5th, December 11th a.m. call, because I'm going to be announcing a special promotion for all of you to win some great prizes, even better than the other prize I had last month. This will be even a better one for the month of December. So I'm excited, of course, for all of you to, of course, participate in the orientation tomorrow, as well as participate in, of course, the compensation and the announcements we're going to have this Friday as well, okay? So if there are any questions, feel free to message in the chat of any questions regarding compensation plan, but I will stop the recording for the call right now.
Recording stopped.
If there's any questions regarding compensation plan, feel free to put in the chat box regarding anything that I mentioned regarding the compensation plan. If there isn't, of course, we'll end the call, and of course, we'll see everybody tomorrow on the orientation, and of course, the Friday special call that I'm going to be doing for all of XS Global as well. But hopefully, everything today made sense. Hopefully, everything was crystal clear. And if there's no other questions, then we will, of course, close the call out as well. I didn't make a recording, so if you guys have people in the Philippines now that want to learn about our compensation plan in pesos and see the breakdown, you guys can, of course, share the compensation plan training with them as well, so they can learn more about how to actually build a business, learn the numbers, learn the rebates, and so that everything is crystal clear moving forward. Remember, our job as leaders and our job as individuals is to help individuals make a decision to say yes, either as a planner, manager, or senior manager, right? However, we also have to understand that we also have to make it crystal clear for someone to make a decision, because if the numbers aren't making sense or the numbers are not clear and you're giving me wrong numbers, it's hard for me to say yes, right? And think about it. If you're confused in a decision, right, will you say yes? Of course not. You want to be crystal clear if it's going to be a yes or no, if it makes sense or it doesn't make sense, right? So the more crystal clear you make it to individuals, breaking down the numbers of, hey, this is the rebate, this is the cashback, this is how much you'll get, this is how much you're going to start earning. If you could break that down to individuals and actually show numbers, it'll make sense for many people, but more importantly, it'll help many people make a decision to say yes in signing up as a manager or senior manager, guys. I know December is going to be a great month for all of you. I'm so excited for the future of the Philippines group and, of course, for all the Asian markets that we're going to be building as well. But if you have a question, yes, feel free to ask Mr. Ian. Yes, Ian, what's your question here? As a senior manager, if only have 3 customers, do we still receive 30%, or is it 3 customers only so we can receive our commissions? Yes. So as a senior manager, if this is your, let's say, your second month, okay, and you want to release your commissions, you need to have at least 3 customer accounts that all actually purchase at least one item. Doesn't matter what the item or what the price is. 3 customer accounts, 1 item each, that releases the commissions, and of course, automatically that's 30% as well. Okay. As a senior manager, it's always 30%, but to release commissions, it's always you need 3 customers, okay? But if you don't have 3 customers, you're still making 30%. But if you do it the 3 customers the next month, all the income and all your commissions from this month will be carried over to the next month, and you'll get paid the next month as well. So you don't ever lose commissions. You'll always get paid 30%, but the 3 customers is only to release your commissions, and that's why we have the 3 customer rule, okay? All right, it looks like that's all the questions. Any other things that if you guys need, just feel free to reach out to me, send me a message, and of course, we'll help you guys on the next events and training as well. So have a good night, everybody, and of course, we'll see you guys on the orientation call tomorrow. Bye-bye.